This is a strange game, and what you anticipate happening often doesn't happen. That wasn't the transfer window that I predicted. Let's go to the video. Hello and welcome back, friends and visitors, to Rodney Parade, Newport. And if you are a first-time visitor, then why not click that subscribe button and do all that stuff, you know the pack drill, and follow along and help the channel to grow while you're at it. And for those of you who have been following along, before we get onto the transfer window, there is a bit of news. We were invited to an interview with Achieving Luton Town. And they were very nice people and made me a lovely cup of tea. And but they did ask some dumb questions, which I'm not really quite sure why they asked those kind of questions. But they obviously have their own reasons. But I was actually doing quite well in the interview, I think, until they came to the end of the interview where they said that they would like to if I got the job, they'd like to set the wage budget to £171,000. And I nearly choked on my tea at that point because here at Newport, we are in the Championship 2 and I survive on just £60,000, and that came as a bit of a shock. But imagine my surprise when they also said, we're terribly sorry, but we can only offer you an initial budget of £5.5 million. Okay, I think that would be okay, yeah, because here at Newport we're kind of used to about £30,000 when we start a campaign. But yeah, okay. But if that wasn't enough, when they told me that my salary would be £11,700, I nearly died, and I nearly spat my tea all over them. But I didn't get the job anyway. I think FM was just showing me how the other half live. But let's, if you remember when we were with you last time, we were in dreadful form. We were in a right state, and we were around about 16th position in the league table, and thankfully we got ourselves a couple of draws in there. But the board were very satisfied with the performance on the pitch, and I'm wondering, it doesn't take much to keep these people happy. So I am not very satisfied at all. So as it's Christmas and New Year, I thought I'd give them a special treat. And after the New Year, we did even worse. We had an absolutely dreadful start to the new year. We lost at home to Stoke 2-0, lost away to Bristol City 2-1, a 1-1 draw against Barnsley in the FA Cup. But then we quickly lost 1-0 to top of the league Crystal Palace, and then Barnsley beat us in the replay of the cup, even though we were at home. And then a 4-2 defeat to fourth place Queen's Park Rangers, and we are now in dire straits. So January we played 6 and lost 5 and drew 1. And so the game against Portsmouth is a very, very important game. Portsmouth, who are in the relegation zone at the moment. And if we look at February, we are playing a lot of teams in that drop zone area. And so we really have to do better than we've been doing in this run of fixtures. We go playing about 4 or 5 teams who are in this relegation fight too. So the transfer window. So what happened was we were planning to get rid of a few players. We didn't. We'd already sold TM Chani and Sarajevo. We managed to make £29,000 for TM Chani, and Sarajevo brought in £110,000. But we did move on Jamie Thomas for a potential fee of £92,000. So we sold a total of 180k. But we managed to bring in 2 players. Charlie McNeil, a striker, who, although he's not the best striker in the world, is finishing a 15, composure 14. I think he might provide us with some goals that we're badly lacking. And I'm hoping that he might help us as we struggle to survive in the second half of the season. And then we strengthened our midfield by bringing in Hayden Hackney. That's a great name, Hayden Hackney, who he's not the best midfielder in the world, but he will hopefully certainly do a job for us. He plan to be playing him regularly and just to see what he can bring us, really. And I hope, as he can also play attacking midfield and defensive midfield, that he will bring something to the side as we struggle and fight against relegation. In terms of the squad, they're pretty okay, and the squad dynamics isn't brilliant. We have unhappy players at the club, and we've made promises to them. Whether I'll keep them or not depends. I may just sell 1 or 2 at the end of the season. But in terms of the hierarchy, our 3 team leaders, Joe Day, Timmy Abraham and Aaron Lewis, are all very happy. And so that bodes well, and hopefully we can keep morale high as we go into this really critical month against these lower teams. And the first one is Portsmouth, and our team selection today is Day, Duhaney, Amankwa, Parker and Haynes at the back, Sweeney, Livermore, Hackney and Dolan in midfield, Nuttall and Abraham on the bench at front, and we have our new striker on the bench ready to come on if necessary. And so we need to give these 2 a number, and we're ready to go. So they are a better team than us. I don't know why they're below us in the table, but please, can we just get a result here today? And if we can, we'll get to 35 points, and things will look a lot brighter if we can actually get to that point. We'll probably then only need 10 more points to survive. Here's Parker. Parker finds Haynes, who's deputising for Lewis, who's very, very tired. And he finds Sweeney with the ball over the top, which isn't great. Livermore finds the new boy Hackney, and he finds a Nuttall. Abraham, he feeds in Hackney. He's done it. Hackney has scored on his debut. But what a through ball by Abraham. That was very, very good. Very, very good thinking by Abraham. Hackney picked it up in an advanced position, fed to Nuttall, continued his run, and he's in the clear. And he easily side-footed it past the goalkeeper. It's Newport 1, Portsmouth 0. So, have I found 2 little gems that we've got in on loan there that will help us to avoid relegation? It's 1-0 to Newport. Dolan, who swings in a free kick, and Parker has made it 2-0. And I wonder if morale in the dressing room has improved because we actually managed to bring these boys in. It's 2-0, and it's hard to believe that it is 2-0 given what's happened. And Parker, out of the blue, he's playing his first game in a long time. And we have an injury there. Livermore has suffered a pulled groin. And so I don't want to risk a long-term injury. We'll probably take him off soon. But I don't know what to say. It's 2-0 at half-time. And, things... I'm very happy. Can we hold on to it, though? This is what it is. We're going to replace Livermore. And then we'll just tell him, keep going, boys. This is awesome. And we'll see what happens in the second half. And we have another free kick, and Dolan swings in the free kick, and Abraham has hit the post. And it could have been so easily 3-0. And what an opportunity that was, denied by the woodwork. But Dolan swings in the corner. Can we get something from the corner? No, we can't. It's headed out. and Portsmouth bring it away. It's a very even game. We've just taken our chances better than Portsmouth, and here we are, 2-0 up, 60 minutes are gone, and we're dominating possession, and I think everything is in the garden looks rosy at this point, and time is going on. We are getting tired again, but we do have another free kick, and it's Sterry who will... Oh, he plays it short to Lakin. Lakin to Hackney. Hackney finds Abraham. And here's Lakin and McNeil, the new boy, on his way through, and he's hit the post. He's hit the post as well. And, well, does this bode well for the future? The two new boys have been very much involved. Two great loan signings that we've picked up. And that's absolutely made my day that they've made such a good start. I hope that they can keep it up. Here's Dolan. Dolan is looking for McNeil. McNeil finds Abraham. He's very involved, McNeil. He finds Lakin to Hackney. Dolan to Abraham. And here's Sweeney. Can we get a third? Come on, let's get a third. Here's Dolan. Dolan finds Sweeney. This is beautiful football, passing it around. Where has this football been for the last 6 weeks? It's just, this is great stuff. As Dolan feeds Haynes, it's very, very easy for us at the moment. Parker plays to Dolan. I'm absolutely thrilled with what's going on today. We're totally dominating Portsmouth. And McNeil's in the clear. Can he score this time? But that's weak. But he certainly is in the game. He's fast. And he has a lot of things about him I like. He's not perfect, but he's made a great start, I think. And Hackney has made an awesome start, getting in on the score sheet on his debut. Can't ask for that more than that. Here's Sterry. Again, we are totally dominating this game, and it's... Maybe resting Boyle and Pask at centre-back today was the right thing to do. They were very tired, and I took a chance, brought in Amankwa and Parker at centre-back. They've looked absolutely fabulous defensively. We are in super nick. Haynes now on the ball, but he's robbed. And here comes Harness. Harness, I remember him from my Portsmouth days. And that's lofted into the box, and Portsmouth have scored. And there's 90 minutes gone. Should I be panicking, or should I just leave it as it is? I think we just leave it as it is. Pray to the FM gods that we can see this through. Haynes made an error there, and Portsmouth capitalised. And I was just praising the defence and saying how wonderful they've been. But if you do look, then you can see this team is very, very tired. And we really need to do something about their stamina, get on the training pitch. But as full time has come, it's Portsmouth have been beaten. We've beaten Portsmouth by 2-1. And that means that we are now in 16th place. With 35 points, and most of the people below us, I think, have been beaten. Wigan, I can see, drew 2-2 with Reading. Both of those teams are below us. They're just looking for Birmingham. Can't see Birmingham there. Millwall. Where's Millwall? I'm just so excited. I can't read here. But the teams below have lost ground by the look of it, and we have gained ground. And we are now 11 points clear of the 22nd place team, Birmingham, and they've got a lot of ground to catch up on us. And hopefully it will be enough to ensure that that we can survive and stay in this league. Whatever problems that brings, we'll deal with next season, but survival is what it's about now. And if we look at our schedule, we have a very, very tricky schedule coming up, including Preston, who are around about where we are in the table. Millwall, Barnsley, Swansea and Blackpool are all below us. And so these are very, very big games, and we must get something out of this, and then I can stop panicking. If we do well in this month, I can stop panicking. And if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, click that bell, do all that stuff. You know the pack drill. And help us to grow. And if you like the video, drop us a like as well. Let's see if we can't get a few likes on this video. And all that remains for me to say now is see you in the next episode.